Hi guys, welcome to this review about this EBKK battery replacement for the Asus ROG Strix GL502. A lot of these 502 series, the VS, the VY, and so on. You can see the whole thing. It was listed on Amazon for a couple of time and I bought it. It was around $50. I don't know if it will come back, but you can see it fits, or it's supposed to fit for a lot of these Asus ROG, and I think a lot of people have bought it. And yeah, I've installed it and I had quite some troubles with it, so I'm going to show you how I did it, what I did it and how it turned out. So stay here for a moment. So to open and really replace and close and do everything, I have made already another video and I will make another. So you have really detailed videos enough. If you need that, if you're experienced with that, shouldn't be too much of a problem, but I'm going to show you this a little bit here. See, this is my type, the GL502VY VYDS71. It's a little bit difficult to see. Anyway, you put it in the bag and then with a screwdriver, it's not a big problem. You have about, I can't remember exactly, 10 screws that you have to remove. Make sure you have the right screwdriver and you put all the screws exactly where you took them off. I mean, there are just two different sizes and there's just one angle here, one corner here, and the one here where it needs smaller screws. The rest is same size, shouldn't be too difficult. And then at the end I was using some kind of kitchen tool to open it from the back, like this one. Behind the camera it's a little bit difficult, but the best thing is actually if you have it flat on the ground, and then you shouldn't have a big problem to open that. What I highly recommend is not to access it from the side where you have the openings for the fan, but from the other side, like from here or from here, because here on these corners you have cables and electronics. Here on this side and this side you don't have any electronics, so that's the best way to go. And without camera shouldn't be too much of a problem. I was a little bit struggling behind the camera. So when you have opened that, here we have the battery. There are 4 screws here, one here, the second here, third here, fourth here, and then here we have this cable and this connector here. And you need to, you need a screwdriver from this side to remove it. It's all in this separate video. Just make sure you watch it. If you don't, if you're not experienced with that, you will see everything. It's actually easy to remove. There are no screws in the back. There is one actually, but it is built in actually in the cover, so you don't have to remove and reattach that. That's pretty easy. And you see, you can grab this thing from the side. It's a little bit high digital zoom, so it's a little bit difficult to see, but I think you get the point. If you cannot do it from one side, just go from both sides, twist the screwdriver, and it should be possible to remove this plug here. And then I did a lot of testing with the power adapter and without the power adapter. So the thing is, these are my test results. The battery hasn't been, I haven't been able to charge the battery at all. That's super disappointing. I got the battery with some kind of charge and it was running on the charge, and so you can see when it's unplugged, like here, it kept running. So but when I rebooted or restarted the laptop, it didn't start, or I shut it down and then clicked on the turn on turn on button here, and it didn't turn on. So that's super disappointing. So you have to really plug this in here. That's a really bad thing. You really have to plug this in here, and only then it will boot. At least in my case, this was the problem. You really have to plug in. That's crazy. If you are traveling, then you have the battery. Actually, you would have full battery. You can't turn it on, only with the plug. Yeah. And yeah, again, it was not charging no matter how long I had plugged the power here. I mean, as long as it was working, it was showing 100%. You can see this here. There's somewhere here to see that. Yeah, I hope you can see that here. It's showing 100% charge, but actually it was, at this moment here, I had about 10% charge left, and I did a couple of things, and after a couple of minutes it just shut down without any warning, no nothing, because the system thought it is on 100%, but it was not. And then I plugged it in and it did not charge at all, and when I plugged it in again, it was showing again 100%. It was running for about 1 or 2 minutes and then shut down again. So obviously it's not able to charge, and it's not able to show proper information. As you can see here, there's this kind of empty battery icon here, but the screen actually shows 100%. It's above here. You cannot see this here, but on the, yeah, maybe here we can see that here. Here it is. I mean, it was down there, and here you can see that it's showing 100%, but it has only about 10% left, and it will shut down immediately, like just black screen, no warning, no nothing. Another problem with this battery was when I first installed it and used it as normal, in a sudden I lost total power. It is that this plug here was not sticking to the connector on the motherboard. I don't know how it should work. I mean, I have put in the original one just to attach, and it was not much better. So I think you really would have to glue it down somehow. It's a little bit crazy. I've been doing that with some kind of just normal glue, like the normal Elmer's glue which you use at school, and I have just put on a really thin layer, so I was not damaging anything. I just put it on with my finger and it was sticking nicely, so no problem with that. And you have been able to see that it was on power, but not more than that. So apart from that, completely failed. I mean, the size and everything was perfect, no problem with the screws, actually no problem with the cable. Cable is a little bit longer than the original one. That's a little bit a problem. So here a few more pictures. I've been recording that. Hope you can see that from the battery. Yeah, we see the battery a little bit closer. Yeah, I think that's the original battery. Let's check on the other one. Let's compare again both of them. As you can see, yeah, I mean, the original was totally bulged. The one which I bought from Amazon was flat, but same size. The stickers on the side were a little bit cheap. Yeah, now you can see that. So here around the corners here, stickers were a little bit cheap, but you can yeah, you can make them stick. But this thing here is a little bit longer than the original one, so that's a little bit a problem too. But you can make it work like what yeah, here you can see these stickers. You really have to press them to the case a little bit. Here you can see that this is what you have to do with that, but it's no problem actually with the battery. The battery fits actually perfectly. Just this cable here is longer. That's the only difference which I have been able to see here compared to the original one. As you can see, it's a little bit difficult to fit. So what I did was to put here the screwdriver underneath the cable, lift it up a little bit, then push down with a finger this adapter here, so you can make it fit, and it was no problem. So the fit isn't really the problem here. You can really make it work. It will fit perfectly, but just it doesn't work, and that doesn't help at the end. So I can definitely not recommend this battery. I mean, maybe they pulled it back from market and they will come with a new series which then will work. I have really no clue at the moment. It just says currently unavailable. I mean, we know everything in China is now stopped. I mean, manufacturing, almost everything stopped. But I think it's more like a problem. They have realized that it's a problem. They got too many complaints about that, so they have stopped and will decide what to do. I hope they will really fix the problem. But before I would order that, I would definitely contact the seller and ask if this is a new version, because the current version definitely does not work. So that's it for now. I hope I was able to help you a little bit with that. If you have any questions or comments, just write to the comment section below, and I'm always happy to talk about these things. And if you like the video, give me a thumbs up, subscribe my channel. Thanks for watching, and see you next time.